Hello students of Standard 9. Welcome to the e-learning classes of DAV Mile Public School, subject Agriculture. Our today's topic is Principle of Crop Production and subtopic is Biofertilizers. Characteristics of different liquid biofertilizers. Azotobacter. It is the important and well-known free-living nitrogen-fixing aerobic bacterium. It is used as a biofertilizer for all non-living leguminous plants, especially rice, cotton, vegetables, etc. Azotobacter cells are not present on the rhizosplanes but are abundant in the rhizosphere region. The lack of organic matter in the soil is a limiting factor for the proliferation of Azotobacter in the soil. Physical features of liquid Azotobacters. The pigmentation that is produced by Azotobacter in aged culture is melanin, which is due to oxidation of triosine by tricinase of an enzyme which has copper. The color can be noted in liquid forms. Some of the pigmented or pigmentations are described below. A crococum produce brown-black pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A B. produced yellow light brown pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A. vinaladi produces green fluorescent pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A. paspali produces green inflorescent pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A. macrocytogenes produces pink pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A. insignis produces less grayish-blue pigmentation in liquid inoculum. A. gallis produces green fluorescent pigmentation in liquid inoculum. Role of liquid Azotobacter as a biocontrol agent. Azotobacter have been found to produce some antifungal substances which inhibits the growth of small soil fungus or fungi like Aspergillus, Fusarium, Curvacularis, Alternaria, Helmintosporium, Fusarium, etc. Acetobacter. This is a sarcophilic bacteria and associate with sugarcane, sweet potato and sweet sorghum plants and fixes 30 kg nitrogen per hectare per year. Mainly this bacterium is commercialized for sugarcane crop. It is known to increase yield by 10 to 20 tons per acre and sugar content by about 10 to 15%. Effect of liquid Acetobacter diazotrophius on sugarcane. In South India, use of Azospirillum and Phosphobacterium on the cash crop sugarcane is a regular practice for the past few years with a saving of nearly 20% of chemical nitrogen and phosphate applications. Now it has been reported that a bacteria, Acetobacter diazotrophius, which is present in the sugarcane stem leaf soils, has a capacity to fix up to 300 kg of nitrogen. This bacteria first reported in Brazil where the farmers cultivate sugarcane in very poor subsoil fertilized with phosphate, potassium and microelements alone could produce yield for three consequent harvests without any nitrogen fertilizers. They have recorded yield 182 to 244 tons per hectare. This leads to the assumption that active nitrogen fixing bacteria has associated within the plants. Here are some do's and don'ts regarding the biofertilizers. Look at the given table, which gives us clear idea that keep biofertilizers bottles away from direct heat and sunlight. Store it in a cool and dry place. In don'ts, don't store biofertilizer bottles under heat and sunlight. In this way, we preserve biofertilizers. You can also see various types of do's and don'ts which is recommended for biofertilizers. Liquid biofertilizer application methodology. There are three ways of using liquid biofertilizers. First one is seed treatment, second one is root dipping, and the third one is soil application. Let us have a detailed look on these three different ways. Seed treatment. Seed treatment is the most common method adopted for all type of inoculants. The seed treatment is effective and economic. For all small quantity of seeds, the coating can be done in a plastic bag. For this purpose, a plastic bag having size of 21 into 10 or big size can be used. The bag should be filled with 2 kg or more of seeds. The bag should be closed in such a way to trap these airs as much as possible. The bag should be sequenced for 2 minutes or more until all the seeds are uniformly weighted. Then bag is opened, inflated again and shake gently. Stop shaking after each seed gets a uniform layer of cultural coating. The bag is opened and the seed is dried under the shade for 20 to 30 minutes. For large amount of seed coating can be done in a bucket and inoculants can be mixed directly with hands. Seed treatment with Rhizobium, Azotobacter, Azospirillum along with PSM can be done. The seed treatment can be done with any of two or more bacteria. There is no side effects. The important thing that has to be kept in mind are the seeds must be coated first with Rhizobium, Azotobacter and Azospirillum. When each seed get a layer of above bacteria, then S that is PSM inoculant has to be coated as outer layer. This method will provide maximum numbers of each bacteria required for better results. Treatments of seed with any two bacteria will not provide maximum numbers of bacteria on individual seeds. Root dipping. For application of Azospirillum or PSM on paddy transplanting vegetable crops, this method is used. The required quantity of Azospirillum or PSM has to be mixed with 5 to 10 liters of water at one corner of the field and the roots of seedlings has to be dipped for a minute or minimum of half an hour before transplantation. Soil application. Use 200 ml of PSM per acre. Mix PSM with 400 to 600 kgs of cow dung FYM along with half bag of rock phosphate if available. The mixture of PSM, cow dung and rock phosphate have to be kept under any tree or under shade for overnight and maintain 50% moisture. Use the mixture as soil application in rows of or during leveling of soil. Now it's time to check your knowledge about today's topic. Here are some questions as your assignment. I hope you understand today's topic. We again meet with new video. Till then, stay at home, be safe, be happy.